My book is literally coming out next month. There is less than 15 days before it comes out. And I have not been able to spend very much on ads. I have not been having the time to really post multiple posts a day on social media. However, my book is going to get in front of people. And here is why. First of all, I play the long game. So if you're currently struggling as a coach or creator, or you have a book that you want to put out there and you're like, I just don't know if anybody's going to see it. I don't know if I'm going to get clients, and listen up, this is for you. And if you're even thinking in that direction of someday putting your gifts out into the world, this is also for you, because I believe that we are just on this planet to provide others with value and to show our light and to basically just make the world a better place. Okay? We all have a gift inside of us. We all have experiences, and we need to be sharing those experiences and that wisdom with others. Because first of all, you never know how long it's going to be before you're suddenly taken off this planet. And I want you to know that even if something happens, like, you can sign off and be like, yes, I lived a life of impact. Yes, I lived a life where I've given my gifts to the world, where somebody can carry on my legacy and they are a better person for having known me. They are able to go out and do amazing things because I gave them that love. This is how I feel every day. Now, I plan to live well into my 90s. I plan to at least make it to where Betty White was at. I'd like to go over that. But the fact is like, I don't actually know. I don't know how long I have left. I don't really care either, because every single day I'm putting out value into the world. Every single day I'm putting out wisdom into the world, so that if something happens to me, which let's just all pray here that nothing happens to me. Nothing's going to happen to me. But if it did, I know that I have been putting out so much content, so much wisdom, so many posts that you've loved. You've told me how much they've helped you. I've been putting out the videos, and I have my YouTube channel. I have my book out, my book that's out on Amazon that you can actually pre-order, which is still blowing my mind. And today a friend reminded me that I could actually go and do paperback. So I'm going to work on that now. And ideally, I want to also have a hardcover, but I mean, that's something I can work towards, because the book's already coming out and it's out on Kindle, and people will just be able to have it downloaded to their phone or to their tablet, which is going to be awesome. Anyway, here's the thing though, is that how am I getting this book in front of people? How am I getting people to learn about this book? Well, first of all, I'm not telling everybody to go and buy my book. You don't do that. You put what you're selling on the shelf. So for me, it's not about my book. My book is the little extra. It's the positioning. It's the credibility. It's the authority. It's the fact that when I'm going into the mom groups, which has 90% of my customer client base, and they're all moms asking questions, how do I get things done? First of all, I am really talking to the moms that are in momentum. So this is tip number 1, is finding the people who are in momentum. Get so good at what you do and recognize that you don't want just anybody who's a freebie seeker looking at your stuff and not using it. You want to particularly target those who are in momentum. Even if you're giving stuff to them, you still want them to go through that stuff. So what I do is I don't spam. I answer questions in a way that makes it very clear that I am answering their specific question, their specific need. And I do it in such a way that's like, there is so much more that we can go into in this. I can go deeper on this. Recognizing also that in a social media context, you are not just being seen by that one person whose question you're answering. This is something that I had a mindset around when I was in the parenting forums before I had a business. It was like, I don't care if a bunch of people get all pissed off at me and say, you're not a doctor, blah, 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 don't listen to her. because I'm not just speaking to one person, and I'm not just speaking for those haters. I am speaking for the mother who might be reading that, might be lurking, might not even be speaking up because she's too afraid to speak up because of the toxicity of this group, but she's reading that comment. And I had this confirmation over and over again where moms would reach out to me and say, I just wanted to say, I'm so sorry that everybody's attacking you, but what you said really helped me, and thank you. I was too scared to speak up in the group, but thank you for speaking up. Thank you for doing this. And that was my confirmation to keep going. First of all, the bigger you get, the more people are going to criticize the hell out of you. I mean, just look at celebrities and what they have to deal with. Look at thought leaders and speakers. They've got their share of haters too. So if you just want to be liked by everyone, you're not going to make it, okay? You have to be willing to stand for something. And what I'm really standing for is aiming for true physiological birth and taking away the monopoly that the medical system really has on maternity care, and to put the power where it really belongs, which is with the mother, with the person who's birthing the baby. So I also have this stance that you are your own best expert. And I say the same thing with my coaching clients in other areas. Like, you're your own best expert. You need to be able to trust your own intuition. And the mentors that I learned from, they don't have a one-size-fits-all perspective. They have the perspective of, here is what I've learned. Take what you can use and leave the rest and tweak it and make it your own. Those are the people that I highly respect, I admire, and I love to learn from them, and they become my dear friends, is the ones that are like, yes, it's this, and it's also you might have your own way, and that's okay. So here's how I do a typical Facebook post, okay? I do not go and post my own stuff. I'm answering questions, and I'm saying the exact answer that they need, and I write it in such a profound way that they get that aha moment. And then I also say I go deeper in this inside of my book that I just wrote that's coming out, and it's in this chapter, and I write down what the chapter's called, and then I leave it. I don't always drop a link. If somebody asks for a link, I will drop the link, but I don't always drop it. Sometimes it's just enough to say I have a book, because first of all, they can go Google my name, and then my book's going to come up. So what do I need to do that for? I also drop links to my YouTube channel. So I'll say, and I go deeper than what I just told you in this video. Now, here's the thing. Not everybody is going to click that link. Not everybody is going to go and look at that. But the ones who are in momentum will. So there's the people that are like, just give me the quick fix. Just give me that magic pill. And I'm just going to continue to bitch and stay in my pain. You don't want those as clients. You don't want those people in your funnel. You don't want those people on your email list. You don't want those people in your Facebook groups. You don't want those people bogging down your system, taking your courses, leaving them in their inbox, and not going through the material. You don't want those people taking your classes and asking questions and wasting your time and then complaining 6 months later because they didn't get the results because they didn't do the work. You want the people in momentum. You do not want to have to drag your clients over the coals in their birth. So with me, if I'm going to take on a client, and if I'm going to put all of my energy into someone, first of all, they're going to pay me. They're going to pay me well. And second of all, they're going to do the freaking work. I don't take on anyone who doesn't already show me that they're taking that action and doing that work. So that when I get on that call with them and we're processing, it's not just they're stuck in the same place they were last week or 2 weeks ago. They are constantly in momentum, and they're telling me, and guess what else I did? And guess what else I did? And I had this little bit of a struggle, and I'm trying to figure this piece out, but like I'm really working towards it, and they keep moving until they get their transformation. That is who you want as a client. That is a powerful case story. So when I'm creating my stuff, I'm not like, I just want a client or I just want somebody to buy from me. It's, I want the right people to buy from me. It's back to my 5 pillars. You need to have the right people in your funnel. You need to have the right people in your community. You need to have the right friends around you. First of all, if you're sharing what you're doing with people and they are not wanting to support you, because they're jealous of you and they'd rather just try to keep the pieces of the pie for themselves, they're not the right people. They're just going to try to sabotage you or just not tell others about what you do because they feel it's too close to what they do and they don't want to collaborate. I am all about collaboration. If somebody else is doing something similar to me, that's confirmation that I'm on the right track. And then we can both rise up. So what am I really doing? I'm getting into the mom groups and I'm talking about my book. I am going into other people's audiences and I am delivering value without any expectation. I am basically just putting my message out there without any attachment to it. And I mean, my book's out there. People can get it. They can get it when it for pre-order and save money, or they can get it later. It doesn't matter to me because the fact is it's out there and those who really want it are going to take action. So that's really what it comes down to is I'm just doing this. I'm really excited that I'm doing this. I mean, I've got a book and it's on Amazon and it's awesome. And like, I can't wait to see how this unfolds the rest of the year. So I love you and I will talk to you soon.